Robyn and Kody are completely out of touch with reality. Rewatching season 18, it's outrageous to see how much more Robyn's family has compared to everyone else, especially Janelle. It's unbelievable that they can face Janelle and claim she has the same as they do. Janelle is far from stupid, so it's baffling why Kody thinks he can get away with this. I hope season 19 shows Janelle reclaiming some of her money or getting some sort of justice. Kody is blind to the truth. Robyn has a massive house crammed with stuff she's hoarded, yet he found plenty to criticize when Janelle moved into that small apartment. When she upgraded to a larger place, he still nitpicked, knowing full well he would never be welcome there. His issue with the nicer apartment was that he wasn't welcome. In the small apartment, it was technically one of his homes because it belonged to his wife, and all he did was complain because it wasn't big and expensive. Also, I have to mention that the reason God didn't provide Kody and Robyn with a rental was because she demanded a house with 6 to 7 bedrooms. If she genuinely wanted to rent and get closer to Kody Pass, she wouldn't have made it so difficult from the start. Just when I thought Kody couldn't be a bigger narcissistic jerk, he surpasses himself every time. No shame. He and Robyn deserve each other, and I will never watch the show again. They are awful people who have the nerve to pretend to be pious. The key difference is that Janelle was trying to save money to pay off Kody Pass and build the houses she wanted there. Kody doesn't seem capable of genuinely planning more than 2 minutes ahead, no matter how much he talks about the big picture. This is why he has repeatedly expressed confusion about why Janelle didn't use the family fund to get a mortgage on a house like Robyn and Christine did. He even tried to push Christine's house onto Janelle when Christine left, forcing Janelle to impatiently explain financing and mortgages to him. It really seems like Kody has the mindset of an 8-year-old in a middle-aged body. It's frustrating that Janelle is tied to him through shared land. He can't afford that without the wives who left him, and Robyn certainly can't provide the lifestyle the other wives afforded him. His job has been relying on sister wives, and we all know Robyn can't support him in his habits. The former sister wives financed everything themselves, while their money funded his life with Robyn, which he called the family's money. He and Robyn deserve what's coming to them. Not to defend Kody and Robyn, but it's been clear that Janelle chose to live more modestly. She had a nice house in Flagstaff, but downgraded to a cheaper place. Then she bought an RV sight unseen, despite Savannah still being in school. These seem to be Janelle's choices, as she mentions that Kody gets mad when she doesn't choose nice things. I do fault Janelle for not advocating for herself and her kids more. Christine advocated for herself and bought a house in Flagstaff with the family money. Why didn't Janelle do the same? Hey everyone, it's me Selena. Welcome back to my channel. If you love Sister Wives show, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and join our community. The scene where Kody stumbles upon Janelle and Savannah filling their water barrels at Christine's old house illustrates how Janelle has failed to grasp that her relationship with Kody isn't the same as it was for the past 20+ years. She's used to being his advisor, the person he made financial decisions with, and the wife who was his closest equal and best friend. She doesn't seem to understand that he's not going to listen to her explanations about how purchasing a house will delay paying off Kody Pass, and in turn, delay building, as he once would have. She fails to recognize that the sacrifices she's making to achieve the family's overall goals, initially presented to her by Kody, won't be matched by Kody or Robyn. They are planning for a future that includes only them and their 5 children, while she is looking at a mirage. Janelle thought she was exempt from the belittling treatment Mary and Christine received, but now that's been proven wrong. She's paying the price, literally, for being the last of the original wives to realize that the old rules no longer apply and Kody isn't interested in returning to them. In my view, the modest life storyline was just a cover for Kody and Robyn's resource hoarding. Janelle will either have to come clean and leverage public sentiment against them, or walk away with little to nothing, because she's been outmaneuvered by a pair of substandard grifters who use their family to feather their own nest. None of them seemed willing to sacrifice anything to get houses built on Coyote Pass faster than Janelle. It's sad because Janelle appeared to be the one truly committed to polygamy, happily sharing her husband, time, kids, and paycheck with her sister wives. Unlike the others, she was willing to downsize her house to move onto the property. If that was the real goal, the others, especially Robyn and Mary, with their huge houses, made all the wrong choices. I feel bad for Janelle because she was so dedicated that she financially screwed herself. I really hope the original 3 wives can get their fair and equal share out of Coyote Pass. Of course, Janelle was willing to sacrifice to build because she benefited most from polygamy out of the original 3. Kody and Janelle always seemed to act superior to Mary and Christine, thinking they chose polygamy and each other willingly, whereas the other 2 were indoctrinated from birth. They also bent the rules to suit themselves, while Mary and Christine were forced into roles that drained their spirit, especially Christine. Janelle thought she was exempt from Kody's chaos and cold disdain, but eventually realized her role had been usurped by Robyn. It's truly appalling and depraved. I can't stand the thought of Kody and Robyn getting any kind of redemption in a new season. The idea of him milking people for sympathy and getting paid to do so is infuriating. The only way he could earn redemption is by giving Janelle and Mary their fair share. I believe Kody would choose his money over his family any day. To me, Kody and Robyn are beyond redemption. Sometimes you go too far and there's no coming back. While I know people can change, Kody and Robyn don't see themselves at fault for anything. Why would they want to change when they believe everyone else is to blame? Even if they did change, they would still be the couple who behaved the way they did for nearly 15 years. I hope people remember that all the sister wives financed their own properties, so Kody has no claim on any of it, especially since Robyn is his only legal wife. This is karma at its best, and I hope all these women get their fair share of what is rightfully theirs, plus as much TLC money as possible. It's crucial that Kody is held accountable. Otherwise, he'll maintain a manipulative financial hold on these women. I want to see them free, empowered, financially stable, and secure. Given they are in their 50s, they all have money due to them, including Christine, who fled with just the equity from her house. The money, the land, and Robyn's house all need to be shared out. I'm very concerned for the women and their children's futures. Watching season 17 was hard. I couldn't watch all of it the first time because I couldn't stomach that asshole. You know who I mean. Anyhow, Christine did what she thought was fair. Apparently, the family money paid for her down payment on the house. So she told Kody that she would take all the proceeds from the house, and her investment in Coyote Pass would cover the part of the down payment she didn't contribute to. Which sister wife are you? My boyfriend and I have been binge watching the show and are nearly caught up. Throughout our viewership, we've had fun identifying which characters we are most similar to, for better or worse. For example, I am primarily a Janelle with minor Sobin tendencies, and he is primarily Christine with minor Mary characteristics. So, which character do you most identify with, and why? Mary. I tend to overstay my welcome in loveless relationships, sweep things under the rug, and I'm a lesbian. And I'm sorry, but I just can't go there. Each of them wanted to be in a relationship with Kody, and the thought of that makes my vagina shrivel. I am probably 60% Mary because I'm misunderstood and highly judged and have a very small circle of friends. But I'm driven and organized and like things a certain way. I try my best to be loving and give to the people I care about, even if those good parts of me are overlooked. I'm also 40% Janelle in that I can be fairly even-keeled. I like to garden, and I roll my eyes at everything Robyn says. I identify with Mary, Probably because I feel like I get easily taken advantage of and stay in relationships way longer than I should, often not realizing my worth. This is no shade towards Mary at all. I admire her loyalty and the love she has for people who have repeatedly wronged her. I hope she realizes she is worth so much more, and anyone would be lucky to have someone like Mary. I am a cross between Janelle and Mary. I'm lazy, Janelle's that's not my skill set, Brown, everyone, kind of neurotic, Mary AF, and have dated some real losers, both of them. I think I'm more like Janelle, but a very introverted one. I would never go on a TV show or promote stuff on social media. And I would like to think I wouldn't stick around with a man like Kody for as long as she did. I love this post. It's a refreshing change from the usual complaints we see all day. I'm definitely a mix of Christine with a touch of Janelle, and despite my dislike for her Robyn, I'm very outgoing and like to have fun, but I also handle our household budgets and am practical about everything, even if it's not in my best interest. I say Robyn because, just like Janelle and Christine, I believe she puts her kids first. I identify most with Janelle. She was / is a good mom who balanced her career and family. She was loyal to her husband, awkward about showing her emotions, self-conscious about dancing or being silly in front of others, always put her children first, and was always there to support them. She's also the least dramatic and loves gardening. I think I'm most like Janelle, but until this question, I never really identified with any of them. I like to garden, I'm more reserved, but if I'm pushed far enough, I will pop off. If you show me you don't appreciate me anymore, I will walk away. I'm a Christine raised by a Janelle, so I am fiercely defensive of Janelle. I named my daughter after my mom. She was an amazing mom, incredibly loving and nurturing, even though she worked 60+ hours a week and didn't have a domestic bone in her body. I think that's why Christine and Janelle appreciate each other so much. Even though they have very different approaches, they both value their kids above everything else. Ultimately, when your kids know they are the most precious part of your life, they don't care whether you are home-centered or work-centered. All that matters is your love for them. I wish I was a fun-loving, quirky, if at times insensitive Christine. Unfortunately, I am a more self-aware version of Robyn with a side of Janelle. It's why I can spot every manipulation and have been able to since the beginning because I know what I would do if I were Robyn. I just wouldn't be as obvious, and I would never kick a dog. Of course, I would never be with Kody for any amount of money, so maybe we aren't that much alike. I am a Janelle/Christine mix. I am a scientist who likes order and is not a fan of noise and commotion. However, I'd also throw parties, make all the food, bake the cakes, and have been a former folk singer and amateur actress. I'm the life of the party that everyone gravitates toward. I just reread that, and it sounds so contradictory. I had my husband read it, and he said, "Yep,